Are you shy? Are you being bashful?
She's a bashful girl.
Oh, so adorable.
Oh, I am getting a roommate for a couple of months.
Oh, who is it?
It's an online friend that I used to play Final Fantasy XIV with. She's a sweetheart. She lives in which is the one with the Mitt? Wisconsin?
Mint, did you say?
Mitt.
Michigan?
I think it's Michigan. She's currently living in Wisconsin because some friends took her in.
Little bear fell asleep on the floor.
She got a apartment, and they said that they'll be ready at certain dates, and they weren't. So she's been like her plans of housing was dependent on that, and she has no housing. So there's that.
Huh.
I don't understand how people can just like travel all the way across the country just to stay with someone for a month. Like, what about all their stuff?
She has none.
That helps.
Beforehand, she lived in an apartment with like 5 other people who always stole her food. Oh, that
Sounds like me.
yeah.
Yeah, did Daddy have a little spill on
Knee.
his? Oh, a knee. Yeah, I bet that's what she's saying.
I like her look.
Yeah. Or falls asleep.
Oh, is it time for Daddy cuddles? Yeah, it's that time of night, isn't it? Oh, that's Daddy's feeling. Yeah. Oh.
After we're done with this and
Oh,
Fear Effect,
that was.
we have to marathon just all the co-op games.
Yeah,
That
we
was so
got,
close.
we got some co-op games to get through.
I will buy Kirby and Metroid. I just need to have a very solid, we're doing this now. Oh my goodness! That looks amazing!
Snow.
Look at those footprints!
Look at all the not ray tracing there is in this game.
Games are better with ray tracing.
Oh.
Pokemon would look amazing with ray tracing.
They're walking around in the snow, aren't they, Nadia? And they have shadows.
Nothing can make Pokemon look good. Especially, what was that one called? Arceus? That one looked like garbage.
Oh.
From what I saw, I never played it, obviously.
I did, and it was a fun departure on what they did.
Mommy.
It had its flaws. I wouldn't call it like a perfect game, but I liked how it took the Pokemon formula and just, changed it.
Yeah.
That's Michael.
Michael has a nose too.
I do have a nose.
She's pointing at everybody's nose. Daddy has a nose.
I'm playing with a
Everybody
1-year-old
has a
in my
nose.
lap.
Yeah. Everybody
I love
has a
how
nose.
Nintendo has been
Except for
taking
some
their
veterans and Voldemort.
franchises that they've had for decades and just changing the formula up, and each time it's like, great. This is a breath of fresh air. I love it.
She's gonna go to bed after this episode.
Okay.
It's early, but I think she's ready.
I guess this must
And
be
like
Joel's
last night,
house.
she went to bed at the same time.
Yeah.
Poor sweet
He's
girl.
hesitant
Poor
to go in
sweeties.
because he got pwned in the last session. It's always sad when your friend gets pwned.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, she's crying. Or else she's got a black eye.
I love how she's kind of
Did
playing
Dina
guest
punch
star.
her?
I think she has a black eye.
No.
All right.
Black cushion.
We saw him
Are you
die.
Christians?
That's right.
How could I forget? I remember that he died. I did not remember that she saw him died.
Yeah, she tortured him for a while and then she finished him off with a golf club.
Okay, now
And then she was
that's
all
the
like,
end of the episode.
when she did it, just like to add the extra layer of humiliation
The end
to
of the
it.
episode.
That's an embarrassing
Time for
way
Leonardo to get some
to
sleep.
die. A death by
You wake
golf
up
club.
feeling a little better.
Death
Bear,
by
that's
someone else
right.
getting immense
You're waiting
relief.
there, aren't you? That was the end of the episode. Now we're gonna go change your diaper.
I think those are what's
Oh. I love you, baby. Mwah. Let's pause it so you don't miss it.
yeah. I think that's what the Velociraptors in Jurassic Park were based off of.
Good night, Bear. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see little Bear again tomorrow.
More like velociraptors.
Good night, Michael. Good night, big TV.
The real velociraptors were the size of cats.
Mwah. Oompa, that's right. We're going to take Bumpers to bed. We'll take a night for one more thing.
They've got a badass name though.
So what you're saying is, I can tell people I've got cats the size of velociraptors.
You aren't wrong. That is a factually correct statement. You're not saying what kind of velociraptors, the Hollywood kind or the
The chicken kind.
the chicken kind. They were very chicken-esque.
They probably did the same things with their heads. Just not look like.
Oh yeah, I think all. Okay, maybe not all theropods, but all raptors.
He's got a nice wine selection there.
It's no, I think it's like 2 wines and a couple of hard liquors.
2 wines is more wine choices than I have in the house.
Yeah, I always like having 2 and trying to diversify them as much as possible. I always wait. Is that true? I think I like sweet reds and dry whites. No, I do like Moscato. Okay, well, I need 1 dry, 1 sweet, 1 white, 1 red. Good night, Nadia.
Good night, little one. I love you.
I love to sing. Oh, and if you want to increase the quality of your voice, I have some exercises now. I don't know if it works on your voice, but it works wonders on my singing voice.
Does it involve punching me in the throat?
It does now?
Hey, look, you can't see the camera guy. That's some pretty good filmography.
Why isn't the Lago there? That's just my... No, I practice this. That's just my head canon. Every cameraman is a Lakitu now. That was a really cute detail that they added.
If this is Joel's place, there's pretty much nothing personal in here. Like, it's probably pictures that were in this house before the apocalypse happened.
It's all public domain stuff that we got for free.
Yeah, Naughty Dog can't afford customized assets like that.
And if Naughty Dog can't afford them, then Joel can't afford them.
Oh, that's a man standing in front of his horse. From here, I thought it was like a horse vomiting.
Neck. I was seeing his neck bleeding, which shows you the kind of dreams that I have.
Yeah, it looks like some kind of stream of liquid coming out of his head area.
God, every time I dream, it's always some horrific body horror.
You probably need to change what you're drinking before you go to sleep.
It was worse before I started drinking. At least when I drink, it's just my teeth falling out. Before that, ugh. All the promise at sundown, I meant them like the rest. I'm not reading that.
My mouth tastes like iron. Wounds break. Open. Wounds break open as I sing. Fretful. Okay, I guess I'll just...
What is the quality of your TV again?
It's a 4K.
And what quality does this game output at?
I think 4K.
There's no way that text is 4K. It looks like if I saw it in front of me, I could read it, but I can't read it on this thing right now. Maybe it's like
you can't read this text?
Oh yeah, and that text is fine, but like the handwritten stuff.
Probably just because it's too far away. Like, you can't read that text in real life if it's that far away either. It's not a resolution.
But it won't
limitation.
be that big. Oh. Okay, so like right here, which means that I would need a book this big to read that. Just a bit bigger than most books. For those viewing at home, that's my seat. You stole my seat. How dare you?
Look how happy she is, though.
I mean, I'm not taking it from it, but I'm very upset with you.
She's like, thank you for warming my seat up for me.
Mm.
She's a very thankful cat.
And I'm thankful that you made space for me. Yeah, that was weird that Mia cuddled up with my abuela.
Yeah, she's a friendly cat.
But she hasn't been friendly with me in a long time.
You probably did something to piss her off.
I would not be surprised.
Fiero's like in no man's land there.
Yeah, she is. No man's land cat. Damn it, I meant to take that cardigan up when I was going up there. Don't want anything to get spilled on it.
I am going to steal one of those.
Oh. You are you?
I probably should not steal one that's been touched by the sick person.
Yeah, that's true.
They've all been touched by you.
Yeah, because I got them at the toaster oven.
God damn.
I mean, you're welcome to have one, but...
Yeah. If not for the fact that I taught children, I wouldn't care, but... Also, I'm closely interacting with a 95-year-old, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Give this to anybody. It's nasty.
Only half an hour until I get my chicken. I hope the vegetables are okay.
What vegetables did you burn?
Potatoes, which don't count. Broccoli, a bit of spinach, and mushrooms.
Yep, that's a broken watch, all right.
It's right twice.
There's like some music in there I didn't hear.
Gun.
Gun have.
I'll defeat you with the power of friendship and this gun I found.
That's why they call her Ellie Gunhaver.
Everything okay?
No, I want to play the guitar. Come down when I'm damn good and ready.
You should play one note every 3 seconds and it still sounds good somehow.
Can I let the note sustain for 3 seconds?
You remember how it worked in the last game, right?
You can't play the guitar in the last game.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
This game. You can play the guitar in this game and it sounds good.
Yeah.
Whichever game it was, I was impressed.
And that one, you didn't have much control. There were like 3 or 4 chords you could play.
I was just impressed that how it fit.
Oh, the jacket. Do you think she's ever gonna find out that he lied to her?
Ugh. Oh, lied to her. I'm really glad you said that. I heard liked her.
Okay.
What did he lie to her about?
What happened with the fireflies when she was unconscious?
Oh, yeah.
He told her they weren't able to find a cure.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. That seems like the kind of thing that this kind of writing demands.
That's pretty much the only lingering drama from the first game that connects them together. So if we don't do that, then this could really just be a standalone game.
Kind of like a lot of setup to not pay it off.
Mm-hmm.
To have that secret.
But it's weird that he died before that happened.
I'm headed to Seattle. I wish I could let it go, but I can't. I have to bring these people to justice. Ellie's gonna try to come after me, but stop her. Take her guns, lock up the horses, maybe lock her up.
Better hide your wife, hide your kids.
Buy me some time so I can end this. I love you always, Tommy. He's gonna get himself killed.
You should have taken me with him. You should have given us a group to go after those fuckers.
Wish I could.
You try to lock me up?
I prefer that you stay.
That's not gonna fucking
I
happen.
prefer that you stay, but I know you better. You going with her? Yeah.
Well, you asked me right in front of her, and I.
Just sneak out of here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Foot? Yeah.
Fine, I'll give you a motorcycle.
I told the stable to let you out. It's yours. Grab some ammo, too.
Thank you, Maria.
Maria!
Stop. Bring my dumbass husband home in one piece, please.
I'll bring him home in at least one piece.
Alright. Get going, you're losing light.
Definitely no fewer.
I didn't appreciate the whole light is a precious commodity thing until I moved up here and realized that it could start at fucking 5 p.m.
And I'm gonna get stuck at like 3 or 4 in the
Only in
winter.
What the fuck? How? How is that physically possible? How would you eat that many? They're not called tostones.
Taquitos.
Taquitos.
It doesn't get light till like 10. And it gets dark at 3 or 4 in the winter.
Seattle.
Okay, well, that's pretty much right next to the North Pole, right?
That's just
Yeah, I
nice.
mean,
Oh
I
my
guess
goodness.
Scotland is.
That's not what I think of when I hear Seattle.
Hunter was on top of them.
Really?
Drowning him.
Yeah, I think of Space Needles and other big buildings.
Oh, yeah.
And always
I think of this because of
raining.
Twilight.
Always
Are
raining.
you scared?
Was Twilight set in Seattle?
Seattle.
Yeah, that's why it's
and
always
like a lot
gray.
of wet, rainy forests. and just-
They made a Twilight reference in the first game. I bet they were fans.
How old are you?
If they're teenage girls, then yeah.
We talking affected? No. Only conscious. Not drunk or something. 10? Wow.
Wow.
That guy was coming to my
Good
mom.
girl.
I stabbed him. Shit. You got me beat. Yeah, I'm not real badass. So how lost are we?
That guy wasn't a very good guy.
He got beat by a 10-year-old.
Yeah, with a knife.
On the other hand,
What about those crazy
she did go.
kids? They came after you guys once.
Love her stabbing animation there in the first game. If I could control a 10-year-old, it has to be with that animation.
What's a WLF?
Lost a lot of people.
What was that?
What's a WLF?
Okay.
WLF?
I think that's what it was.
Is there a history button or something? It's a tutorial button that we're going to immediately ignore.
Look at that foliage.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
This is a good-looking game.
Especially for a last gen game. Look how last gen-y it is.
I don't buy into that gen thing. If it's a good-looking game, it's a good-looking game. It does not matter what gen it is.
It's just a convenient way to distinguish things.
Mm-hmm.
If it's made to run on a weaker console. If this were made specifically for the PS5, they could have made it even better. Maybe. They don't suck. There are definitely PS5 native games that look worse than this.
I could say that this game is a great-looking Genesis game, and I would be absolutely objectively correct, but it wouldn't look like this game.
I don't even know what you're talking about anymore.
Awesome looking Genesis games.
I can't go through any of that stuff. Stupid invisible walls.
It makes sense here.
I want some collectibles. I want to go through trees for down what looks like it shouldn't be a path for 5 minutes and pick up like a box of bullets and then come back.
Did you just say you want collectibles?
That's the only thing you got from that?
Yes.
Said a lot of ridiculous things in that sentence.
You wanting collectibles is the most ridiculous thing I've heard.
I don't want it. Are we HDRing right now? What's going on? Yeah, it does say HDR. It looks HDR. Probably not on YouTube. I don't think I'm streaming at HDR.
No. I wouldn't.
Because HDR, in my experience, just looks like crap on PCs.
Cars. Yeah, close. Let's start keeping an eye out. We've got it.
This isn't a forest that grew in the past 50 years, is it? These trees are not 50 years old.
No.
Why 50?
Is that not when the apocalypse happened?
No.
How old was Joel?
You think Joel's like 80 years old or more when he died?
I was being generous when I said 50. I was giving them the benefit of the doubt. These trees are...
There's a stoplight here, so yeah, there apparently was a...
What the fuck? No! No! This is not what something looks like.
Okay, it could be that there is a clearing here, so it could be these trees were already here and the road just went between them.
Yeah, that's true.
No, with a stoplight, there wouldn't be this many trees around a stoplight. No. No.
Yeah, what is that stoplight for? There's not. I don't see an intersection.
I really appreciate this imagery, but trees do not grow this fast. These trees are like 20 years old. No. The thin ones are like... Look up.
Yeah, that big tree there, that's like a 70-year-old mofo.
Yeah. 50, 70, somewhere around there, depending on the kind of tree. Apparently, maples grow really fast, but oaks grow really slow. It's like depending on that. But yeah, 50, 70. These guys are old trees. This is not an intersection. You can't convince me this is an intersection. If this was say 100 years in the future, yes.
Here we go. Guess I was wrong. Turns out you do know where you're going.
I went the only way I could go. Who would have thought I would make it somewhere?
They aren't praising you, they're praising Ellie.
I'm speaking for Ellie. Ellie went the only way she could go.
Because she knew where she was going.
The controller's like...
It's going
It's HD rumbling on me every time my horse gallops.
HD rumbling.
What game have I been playing recently where L2 is a run button? I keep trying to run with L2.
It's gonna be different in every button, but in every game, and any button is probably better than B, but it's always going to be B for me.
B is a terrible run button.
It is. I'm glad I'm mature enough to appreciate that. Just because
Are you talking about the button on the right?
I'm talking about the button on the left. The B button should never be on the right.
Okay, well the B button is never on the left in any diamond configuration controller, so you can see why
It's
that's
on the left on the Game Boy. That's all that matters.
That's not the same. There's no diamond configuration.
And the N64 and
That's not a diamond configuration.
and the GameCube.
That's
No
not a
other
diamond
console
configuration.
matters. Oh, have you always had that option?
Oh, what? You were just waiting for me to get down so you could be the leader?
She is now the leader, and you have to spend the rest of the game following her and doing whatever she wants you to do.
She's the one who initiates the prompts to boost me up, and I have to pull her back up. And whenever she dies, we have to go back a checkpoint. But I'm invincible. Nobody can see me.
That would be fun. No one.
It'd be funny for a few minutes.
For a few minutes, for sure. Just like playing.
And when she gets bored of cutscenes, she skips them, and I don't get to see what they said.
That's the best one. Did I mention what I spent today doing?
Sometimes she gets bored of the story and she just stares at the grass and admires the reflections for a long time, and I have to wait for her.
Nice.
No, you didn't.
Anything good in there? I don't know, tourist map. Well, that's something.
So, Pokemon Gen 1, after like the second or third boss, just gets like ridiculously easy. And I spent all day redoing every single boss fight. So that's not the case. And I'm proud to say that out loud, but it was really just the most tedious work. And I had to allocate memory to make sure that happened, which was the dumbest thing to work on. Oh god, we don't have to worry about that ever again.
Where's my phone?
There's a phone right there. Is that yours?
The one?
Is it this one?
No, that's my work phone.
Okay. You have multiple phones?
Yeah, we've also got this one, and this isn't mine either.
What the hell? How many phones are in this house? There's only 2 people living here. I'm looking at 3 phones that aren't mine.
I've got quite a few phones.
Why?
Different reasons.
You also have chocolates? You have window chocolates?
Yeah, those are my Christmas present from Helen.
Okay, well, if it's a Christmas present, I'm having one. Also, it's a mulled wine truffle.
Where the frick is my phone?
Can I call it? Is that an option?
Yeah, you can call it.
Oh, 6 minutes until chicken happens. Phone number.
We've been friends since 2006. You know my phone number.
I don't know my parents' phone number.
It should be in your phone.
If I had a daughter, I wouldn't have her phone number. And no, it's not.
I'm not gonna say it out loud on the stream. What if somebody's listening and then they call me? And
Oh, I do have your number.
Yeah, I've texted you before.
Why?
I don't remember. Oh, it fell down.
That's why I couldn't find it.
It fell down on the couch between the cushions. Ah, fuck! It's so hard to get stuff back out of there.
Hey, dumbass. You lost your phone and you should be embarrassed about yourself. I'm currently looking at you, looking for your phone, and you look so humiliated. You should always feel like this. How dare you lose your phone? Oh, I found it.
I will treasure it always. Okay. Oh, I've got
Do you have a voicemail?
a missed call, but I didn't realize it was already showing your missed call. I guess it is.
You should see what I have to say. Actually, I don't want to listen to the sound of my voice. Ever.
Well, then you probably shouldn't talk in your streams.
I shouldn't. Mind you, I started doing those streams to work on my voice, and it works so well. But fuck, is it painful.
Which is great if you're into pain.
Sure seems quiet.
Ah.
Think about how well we hide our workouts. You know, that's what scares me.
You know, I do have a bit of a masochistic tendency. Is that right? When you enjoy receiving pain?
Yeah.
But it's like kind of a Dark Souls-esque thing where it's like because you've done it, you feel better for overcoming it.
Did you download Mortal Shell while it was free?
No.
It's kind of a Dark Souls-like game, but instead of parrying, you get hard.
Let's leave it at that, and that's a wonderful mental image.
You could have had that for free. I don't understand why people don't want free games. Sod wouldn't download free stuff. Adam usually doesn't. Why do I even tell people this stuff?
Whoa, is that the QZ?
Free is never free.
Watch the high spots.
What do you think the catch is?
Spending work downloading it and having it take up space.
You don't have to download it, just claim it. And then you can download it when you want, but you own it forever, or at least until Epic Games decides that they don't exist anymore.
God, this chocolate's amazing.
I'll let Helen know you liked it. I don't want to dismount the horse. I want to do this entire level on horseback.
Is that
Get in
Sarah's
there,
mother?
horse. Get the frick in there, horse. You can fit. Just duck. Crouch down when you go in.
What do you think is the best weapon to use on horseback?
Another horse.
You just throw horses at people.
You hold it by its two hind legs and smack people with it.
I've heard a good argument made that you don't want to use firearms on horseback because it scares the horse.
That sounds like an argument a real nerd would make.
Who else do you think I spend time with?
Kieran.
Who the fuck is Kieran?
A soldier. Who's named Kieran.
Yes, I've used that unit in Fire Emblem. He's decent, but kind of boring.
Tell him I sent you. Who's I? What's your name? You didn't sign it.
His name is Good Work.
I think I said good luck.
But his name is Good Work.
Okay. Good work sent me. Here's your kilo. It's a kilo of expired mayonnaise. Should have been more specific if you wanted something else.
How much is a kilogram? That's about a pound, right?
It's like 2.2 pounds. Ow!
That's about a
2
pound.
pounds.
You okay?
It sounds like a sudden pain in my back.
It's within one standard deviation.
You don't know anything about standard deviation.
I don't. But I want to sound smart.
Do not engage unless absolutely unnecessary.
Why is there so much cocaine in these drawers? Look at all that cocaine.
It's pretty picked over.
I think that's just sheetrock.
Oh my god, chicken!
What's the difference between drywall and sheetrock?
They're the same. I think
Drywall
sheetrock's
is
a brand name. Or
way more
something.
valuable than any kind of rock.
Okay.
Or maybe what Michael said. I didn't hear what he said.
No, it's burning. It's burning. Why is neither of these things doing anything?
Pull it up.
I am doing all the up stuff.
Push it in and pull it up.
Well, I didn't try putting it right.
Oh, that's what she said. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
No, she's cuddling on this.
sweet girl.
She's so funny. She gave me the drawing pad, and then she pointed to
wanted you to
Umpus in
draw?
here.
Draw Olympus.
Yeah, she came and got him, brought him in there, and was like patting him and pointing to the drawing pad, patting him. So I drew him, and she was happy. And then she was like, "Ma." So I deleted it and I drew it again.
Good girl.
I did it like 3 times, and then she was like, "Okay, we can move on now."
She likes putting you to work.
She does.
I've been
Do
everywhere.
anything for that girl.
I've been here for a while, man. Are you gonna ride bitch or not? She doesn't want to ride bitch. I think I'm probably supposed to do something else while Michael and I discussed what's the best weapon. What would your choice be?
Like, for what situation?
You're just riding the horse and killing people. I don't know.
I mean, like, am I in a battle, or is it just like
Yeah.
one person?
You're-
What do the other enemies have? You know, I feel like a lot
The other
depends on-
enemies have they have trebuchets that shoot at other trebuchets.
Oh my god.
That is actually probably a pretty good thing to put up on your trebuchet if you can. Cameron, do you want a chicken?
Yeah.
Sarah?
No, thank you.
Do you want any potatoes with it?
Sure. I'll get it out myself though in a minute. I'm not hungry at the moment.
I do hear you want to spend like 10 minutes allowing it to cool, so.
Yeah, I'll give it 10 minutes.
You prefer white meat, right?
I guess, but I like both. I like the leg. Oh, I found something.
I'll get the direct meat then, because it's easier to serve myself.
Okay. Okay then.
Okay then.
My answer was another horse.
Got those.
You hold it by the back 2 legs and hit people.
What sound does it make when you hit people with it? It just goes.
That sounds too hard to make when my throat isn't feeling good. Unhappy throat. Oh.
It's fight and sleep. Poor baby.
She doesn't really eat human food.
Nadia?
Yeah. She just snips it and then walks away.
Her eyes are getting very big. She's certainly sniffing a lot.
Yes.
Oh, she's licking those lips.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
You could put it like next to that food ball on the floor if you want.
I was about to say, you probably don't want food bowls that deep. If they touch their whiskers against anything, it bothers them.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to bother them though. They eat way too much.
Okay.
Maybe we need to make it deeper.
Fine then.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know where I'm going. I feel like I've done it. Oh, found another door.
Don't die.
I'll try. When I called in, I was like trying really hard not to cough because I thought it would sound like I was having it up, you know, like oh I'm so sick. So I tried my best, and then she coughed, and then
It was a contagious cough.
yeah, it was.
What?
Are you both appreciating how tiny this thing is?
What is it?
It was a piece of skin that was this thick.
What?
Yes, it went from this to this.
Huh. Wow.
I don't get it.
It was this big.
What shrunk it?
Heat.
Oh, I thought you meant like it was that big just now when you went in there. And
No,
I thought that at first too.
it didn't shrink that fast.
Are these cages?
Oh, I found a new area.
Holding cells.
Anyway.
Soldiers had them in Boston too.
I ended up accidentally coughing and being embarrassed
Because it sounded like
above
fake.
reason.
Did you say like, I'm sorry, I tried really hard not to cough and sound like I'm faking it?
No, she was already, like, the call was coming to an end, but I was like, if I hang up now, I'll look like an ass. I have to wait just a few more seconds to be polite, and that's when I was like, "Mwah," cough. And then so I just started going back to say bye and hang up. So that's pretty bad, you know.
That's pretty bad, sir. You did a bad job.
I did bad.
You done bad, son.
I did bad.
How did we end up back here? Oh, this goes through. Yes.
See way in.
In where?
What about the roof up there?
Are we talking about getting in there? Okay. I forget if there's a jump button in this game. I don't think you can jump unless the game wants you to be able to jump. Okay. See, I didn't even know we were trying to get in there. I thought we were finding drugs or something.
She was like, oh, you missed it. She was like going like this with Nova, like making him give her kisses, kind of.
She's a good friend to Snowbird.
Yeah,
She takes care of her friends.
she does.
And then she goes up on them. Doesn't take long for that water to return to completely flat. It's like she's standing on water right now. She's Jesus, take me to a higher plane.
Squeak.
Oh, Mia's into it.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, good.
Dina, help me up here. Okay.
I've heard that cats really love the taste of liver.
What?
Yeah.
That's good, because I'm not going to eat it.
There are two foods in this world that I do not like the taste of. Slightly old bananas and liver.
Liver pate. That's the only way I've eaten liver.
If you count old bananas as a type of food, then wouldn't old anything count?
Would slightly old anything count?
Like, probably just like what most people consider ripe, kind of
You know what's
thing.
disgusting is like slightly old French fries or macaroni. Like those things, you can't even reheat them. They're good for a very limited time and then never again.
I disagree with macaroni, but French fries, yes.
No, like the shells and cheese, those are never good again after they cool. You can't reheat them. They're not the same at all.
Do you add milk?
I don't know. I don't think that's gonna help.
For me, it might not be as good, but I still I just love mac and cheese.
I've kind of not had any in years.
You live in the South. How can you not have mac and cheese? It's so good up here.
I don't really like mac and cheese.
Yeah, it's kind of mad.
Well, you're fucking dead.
Oh, come on, you're like never allowed to jump unless they want you to, and then the one time.
It's so good.
She fell right in her face. She didn't even try to land that.
That's the canon ending. Dina was watching. Ellie tried to jump. She missed it, and she screamed humiliatingly all the way down, went plop, and died, and then Ellie was dead.
I won't stop screaming.
Ellie? I'm good.
This time. Yep.
Yeah, we know. We know exactly how that would have played out, too.
Humiliatingly.
Yeah, nobody would ever respect you again if they saw that.
Well, that's also embarrassing.
These fuckers.
How far into the game are we now? I haven't shot anyone yet.
It's
probably my fault.
I think we're a little bit past the intro.
She told us to stock up on ammo when we go, and I've got 9 bullets for this pistol.
You stocked up on 9 ammo.
9? Oh, okay. She just kind of weaseled her way over there. I didn't have to do anything. Can I drop?
Weasel.
There's no drop down button. You gotta slowly... Oh.
There we go.
I did press that button.
Let's just give you permission. I loved how the reticle did not at all correlate with where you would have thrown a shot with that gun. Do neither of you want the chicken tail?
Tail?
Tail.
Chickens don't have tails.
Chickens have tails.
I don't want it. Thank you.
I'm
Do you
talking
like, is that like
about
the best
cats.
bit?
It's the best bit for cats.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's a part that you can give them without fear of them splintering the bones and proliferating their bowels.
Proliferating or perforating?
That thing that you said, not me.
I like proliferating.
You can use it if you want to. What's the proper pronunciation?
Perforating. It's not just pronunciation. It's like
It's
a totally
a different
different word.
word.
Proliferating is like when you make more of something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best way to get words wrong.
One time,
Making more of their bowels.
you know that scene in Back to the Future where
Yeah, of course. Continue.
where George McFly is talking to Lorraine, and he's like, "You are my density," and she's like, "What?" And he's like, "I mean, destiny."
Yeah.
And then I was a kid when I saw that, and I didn't know what that word meant. And I asked Richard, I said, "What is density?" He said,
really
"Oh,
bullshit
it's like how much stuff you got crammed into it." And I laughed
Not
so hard.
exactly wrong, but that's awesome.
The worst thing that you can say at that time for sure.
I mean, I asked him. We weren't just watching the movie. I asked him like a week later, so he didn't know what the context was.
Yeah.
But I was picturing it in the context of that movie, and him saying, "I'm your how much stuff you got crammed into it." It just made me laugh so hard.
That's true.
And then did it make you laugh when you were older and knew what density meant?
Yeah, sure.
What is that? And shut up.
Double the yeah.
Cerebellum base. That's something.
Which is great if you like something.
Some things are terrible. I once had something, and it was the worst time I've had in my entire life.
Something is okay. Now everything, that would be something.
That's a generator.
Everything includes measles.
So glad nobody's watching me screw this up.
Okay, it's less entertaining now.
I want to see if I can get her to say shit. Come on, Allie. You can say it.
She seems completely okay with this situation.
I'll also accept God damn it.
There's some kind of curse word. What happens if you just don't press anything at all? She's just completely okay with it.
You know how tired you get pulling this thing that many times?
I get so frustrated with how tired I get trying to restart my lawnmower.
Like after 6 or 7 failed attempts, you kind of already need to drink some water. Okay.
I just get angrier to compensate for how tired I get.
I'm glad this finally was not COVID. Just Nadia put it out.
But Nadia knows how to put, doesn't she?
She sure does.
Nadia is a good putter.
But I guess we're done here. Give me the detonator. So we've got this secure area locked behind a gate, and all you need to get through is just to break a window. Nobody saw how that might be a problem?
It's very secure. I don't know what that problem could possibly be. Why is my drink not right next to me?
Are you gonna trip over it while you're finding it?
That's the only way I'll possibly find it. I'll leave it all the way over here.
Okay, I'm gonna get some chicken now.
I would say that now is a perfect chicken timing, but now is about the time when mine is cooled off. So I'll probably be elbow deep in chicken in about a minute. That's how you get you. She's just not at all concerned about the chicken.
Need to put something under this chicken. It's just leaking out of the stove.
Shit, sorry. I wanted the vegetables to be accessible.
So you're off all weekend, Sarah?
I think she's gone.
Might have her headphones on.
Don't they need people at the hospital?
At some point. But she's sick, so what are you gonna do?
Oh yeah, good point. You probably don't want sick people working at the hospital.
You probably don't want sick nurses. I see lights on downstairs. Perhaps she went downstairs.
Did she put the fire on?
Perhaps if you tighten your grip, sir. Oh, thank you, Gold Slave.
I try to spice up the skin as much as I can, and it's never enough.
It's okay, I didn't take any of the skin.
Oh. You got the leg quarter though, right?
Yeah.
That's got skin.
Let's see how far I can get just using my right hand.
I'm sure someone said that.
Somebody lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or someone really looking to challenge himself.
So we had a big to-do list. Stuff we wanted to accomplish when I was on vacation. And I expected to get pretty much none of it done and watch YouTube the whole time.
Yeah?
But I'm pretty proud of myself. We got through quite a bit of it.
You started making a game.
Yeah, and that wasn't even on my list.
Awesome.
Juice.
But we wanted to do a song, which we did.
Nice.
We wanted to fix the vents downstairs and fix this cabinet door up here, which we did.
Nice.
I can't even remember what else. Oh, we wanted to make that animal video, which we did. We've been wanting to make that for years now. We were always like, yeah, we should totally do that soon, and then we never did.
Well, your timing is great.
We all need animal videos right now.
We do.
I just love the sound of her being annoyed. She's all like,
And how did Joel sound?
God damn it.
That is pretty satisfying.
Yeah.
No matter how much I spice the skin, the flesh is never spiced enough.
Because the skin is blocking it.
Yeah. If I were to actually marinate this, that wouldn't be an issue, but ain't no one got time for that.
Ain't they?
No, just because I prepare the chicken doesn't necessarily mean that I want to eat it anytime soon. I should do it
Everything
anyway.
okay? What was that sound? I got that gate open. Gotta figure out this one now. Well, we believe in you. Thanks.
Who's we? Is she British now? Does she mean the
Horse?
royal we?
I think that horse.
Horse. She is the horse king now.
Past the salt? Did I tell you to check out Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosity?
Yeah, you might have.
It's good. If you like Guillermo del Toro things.
I like the Pan's Labyrinth, and I guess The Shape of Water is okay.
Yeah. So he doesn't write the stories, but I think he
just does like
How's it going?
character designs and stuff, right?
Yeah. So he picked some short stories that he thought were interesting. Two of them were written by H.P. Lovecraft, and that was cool.
I know you're a sucker for Lovecraft.
Yeah, giant tentacle monsters.
I wouldn't share that on my dating profile if I were you.
That's how you get the best girls.
It's gonna let me unplug it. Oh, maybe if I plug it into the other thing, it will open that gate.
Have you heard of the beard paradox?
No? I love anything with the word paradox in it, though.
If you grow a beard, less women will be into you. but you'll get more women because because there's less men with beards, and you'll attract the ones that like beards.
Wait, say that again?
If you grow a beard, you'll attract less women, but you'll get more women. Because, less women prefer beards, but less men have beards.
Well, first of all, it's fewer. And second,
Don't correct me on stream.
But in my experience, girls love beards.
Huh.
Hey, Ellie?
You're just holding your arm out there. Are you okay?
Yeah, I think every girl that I've been with preferred me with the beard.
Maybe they were only attracted to you because of the beard.
That must be it. I'm otherwise a pretty repulsive person.
Hey, her face is just the worst. Like it has a nose on it and everything.
Why the hell did I throw this over? I don't see anywhere to plug it in.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Maybe I should have been paying closer attention.
Nah, that can't be it. Mine. I don't know what it is, but mine.
Mine?
Mine?
Where's there a plug, or whatever, that powers this cape?
My favorite park at Disney is Epcot, which is more of like a futuristic educational thing, which most people hate, but what I love. My favorite ride was the Living Sea, which first goes over the history of the ocean, and then puts you through a fucking aquarium with all these gorgeous animals around it.
A aquarium, if you will.
A fuckquarium. That's what it was, and they changed it into this stupid Finding Nemo thing.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Ugh, it's just so much worse now. You no longer.
Oh, you're gonna make me actually read my journal? Why didn't you just have her know it?
But at the front of the attraction, it originally was this nice looking thing that went. Which, you know, nice. And after the Finding Nemo update, it now does that, but once every couple of minutes you hear mine, 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 and that part got better.
Okay, well now I need to know which way is north. Or I can just try all the codes.
Hello of Eder.
Is there a compass in this game?
Is there a sun?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's morning or afternoon. Okay, there's the sun.
Okay.
So we're in Seattle. That's pretty far north. So if it's winter time, which
This does not look like winter time in Seattle.
it doesn't, but we just came from somewhere snowy that was most likely south of here. So let's assume it's winter. So that's south. It could be that that's south. Anywhere like that, anywhere.
Ellie?
Any of these could be south. We don't know if it's before or afternoon. Let's just say this is north. This gate. I like to climb through broken glass to save 1 second. That's the kind of girl I am. Nope, not journal. Go back.
Back.
Oh, there's two norths. Or maybe it's main gate. I don't know. Okay. I'll try 0512 and then 1382.
Oh.
Oh, it says main gate right there.
That seems like a safety hazard.
We're gonna have to give that horse so many treats now.
What treats do you give horses?
I think you just let them chew on your foot and they're happy.
That sounds right. At least according to a video you made with Sarah.
Oh yeah, the horse. Yeah, she's always saying horses will like lean on you and stand on your foot, and it's really painful. And they're just sitting there chewing their cud and being really happy.
That's adorable. My cats started off with a bunch of painful stuff like that. They've gotten better with age, but Window is still really problematic with his claws, especially with students.
He's problematic.
Problematic.
Now what? Found a note back there. Had some codes on it. This is a WLF safe house in some place called Seraphina's. Seraphina. So we find it? I come through and found our first WLF. Get them to talk.
Still don't know what that means.
Let's do it.
WLF?
Wandering lesbian friend.
Weapon of less function.
Wichita Lake Foundation.
Why laugh when fuck?
Women's liberation and fun times.
Oh shit, look.
Sure, they talk about
Seraphina Hotel.
important things, but
That's gotta be
they also
it.
like to have pillow fights in their meetings. That's what it means to be a woman.
Let's find a way past this, Fedra gate. Very creative. Gets right to the point. Let's get closer and scope it out.
That sounded like sarcasm.
Why lakes when fungus? That sounds like a Dark Souls hint.
No.
I do like that Dark Souls has this certain style to it that you can't quite replicate. Hello.
Women's lumpy follicles.
Women's follicles do tend to be lumpy. Wyoming's League Federation. I think I can say this without it being a spoiler.
It's probably a spoiler.
Yeah, but it's funny enough to warrant saying. Sandman had a bunch of serial killers getting together. So they grouped up in, I think around Georgia, and they had a serial convention.
Okay.
I loved it.
Wait. Lawyer first.
That It took me a couple of seconds.
The note I found has a bunch of them.
East
We
2.
need to get power to the gate first.
Don't have the power. I don't have the power. So I gotta take this thing, and I gotta put it. And then I gotta
I think it's
this
put.
thing and then pull it.
Here we go. It's out of gas.
That's the least amount of work you ever put into doing one of these things, and you gave up already.
Shit. No. What? The note mentioned that there's gas in the courthouse garage and the dome. Alright. Courthouse garage and the dome.
The angry
So
dome.
what's the plan for finding these places?
Hungry
Go
dog.
around and
The plan is to go the only way we can go.
You did.
Yeah!
Those horses are completely okay with barbed wire.
Yeah! You think horses really like it when you say yeah to them?
I think they hate it.
Why isn't it running any faster?
So, where are we?
Froggy? Where are you?
Now, why did you bring that up?
It made an impression on me, what can I say?
I think it made an impression on everyone.
What can they say?
They can say, Froggy?
Where are you?
God, who thought that was a good idea?
Fishing mini games were cool at the time.
Like, there's...
Pretty sure.
They're cool if you're not playing an action game.
Ah, nice. We'll mark it up as we go.
Well, nobody actually bought fishing games. So if you wanted people to fish, it had to be an action game. I mean, there are probably some rednecks who bought fishing games, but most people, they want to play a Legend of Gaia, and then when there's a fishing mini game in there, it's like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
My characters get to relax for a bit.
Yeah, it's great in RPGs.
But you don't force people to fish in that game.
No. You don't lock Supersonic behind an action fishing game. And what's hilarious is that the speedruns for the fishing games are great. That's not what you're doing.
Am I supposed to be absorbing this? Because I really don't want to have to commit everything on this map to memory.
Can you pull it back out sometime?
What the hell
Yeah.
happened out here? I'm guessing the military bombed the shit out of this place.
Oh, this reminds me of Nier Automata.
They sometimes destroy parts of the city that
We gotta stream that one. We keep
lost to
playing
the
it.
infected.
Yeah.
Or to rebels. That seems like overkill. Well, you're usually
It's got good
right.
music too.
On the infected
does.
and the rebels. Both.
And you get to play as a blindfolded maid with a big old sword, a katana. Like, how can you say no to that?
By replaying the first
More assholes, Ginger. No way.
a 10-minute
I can't see you take notes.
auto-scroller 3 times.
Good one.
Just play that part on an easier difficulty.
I was expecting the Seattle QZ to be a lot more occupied.
QZ-able?
Maybe we're all hiding at the Serafina. How many WLF do you think there are anyway?
It's fine to have difficult games, just don't make me do a 10-minute
If we're lucky, that'll be it.
auto-scroller each time. Or, like, warn me if you don't expect me to play on that difficulty the first time. Don't just have normal, hard, easy. Like, most time, hard's fine.
I think Shimmer's getting sick. What? How can you tell?
Don't associate your hard with someone else's hard if you want something that's actually hard. If you want normal difficulty to be hard, then give us a bit of warning first.
You missed a horse pun.
Oh. What did she say?
He said, I think whatever the horse's name is getting a little sick. Really? Why? She sounds a little hoarse. Huh.
She does have that book.
Huh. I'm not reading that.
I'm glad I read every single word of that.
Welp, let's fuck.
Now it's probably not the time for that, but yeah.
Washing lenses furiously.
Ration distribution center.
Washing
Awesome.
lesbians
We love it for lots.
for fun.
Food sucked.
That,
I feel crazy. Some people did.
that one was too easy for me to be proud of coming up with it after all this time.
Want some lap fuzz?
That's some who's line quality stuff.
Except in this case, it wasn't rehearsed.
What makes you say that?
Fuel distribution.
Because I was there and it wasn't.
Federer secured the shit out of this.
You watched Who's Line live?
Food shortages.
No, I was here.
Hungry people get
What I said wasn't rehearsed.
Why do you keep saying that Who's Line was rehearsed?
It was.
You're still saying that.
Yeah, because you asked me why I said it, and that is the reason why.
If it was rehearsed, it would not come out that way.
Yeah, it would. They always have a rhyme. Whatever the song is, there's never once where they're like, oh, I can't think of anything, or they say something that doesn't make sense. Like, it always fits and it's always funny.
Well, they cut out the bad ones.
And what makes you say that?
I had a reason for that.
'Cause I'm familiar with what actual improv sounds like, and it's not that.
I think when I saw some Who's Line outtakes, and that quality wasn't as good.
I mean, nothing against Drew Carey, but he's not that fucking quick-witted. I'm sorry. Or any of his friends.
When had Drew Carey ever said anything funny in that?
What am I supposed to do to this guy?
Waterboard him.
It gave me a prompt, but I was listening to you.
Oh, yeah,
Watch the Christmas thing.
I guess I should sneak up on him and stab him. If I can remember what the stab
That's not
button
that
is.
good, man.
Oh. She killed one too.
You broke your ship?
No.
Are you
Nice and quiet.
I didn't break anything.
Oh, good.
I probably broke his trachea, but that's it.
He wasn't using it anyway.
He was using it to go.
At least for a couple of seconds.
Now how is he gonna go?
Not very well.
That was his one joy in life, and I took it away from him.
That's where he was.
What?
Walk, walk.
Whoa!
Something to do with? Walk, walk.
Pretty good chicken.
That's how you diet.
That's too much work. I'm just gonna keep eating taquitos.
Luckily, you don't need to diet.
I kind of do.
I mean, you're a sloppy mess, but you're a fat sloppy mess.
This must be really riveting for anybody watching. So at least look at Ellie's face while I'm eating.
Can I have some of your powdered brown gravy? What is it? I'm too curious not to try this. Oh, it's sealed. I want to break the seal.
Yeah, if you break the seal, then you've unleashed a 1,000-year curse on us, and it's a whole thing.
Well, I don't know the whole thing. I just want like a bit of a thing. Yeah, I think your calorie intake is fine. If you want to look better, it would be more about exercising.
Killer.
There's not an option for that?
No. The reticle goes gray when you point at her.
Oh, weird.
It's like the developer saying, look, don't be a dick. We don't want to have to program logic for every person and on your side that you might kill for no reason.
Oh. Can you pass the salt? Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna call that chicken picked clean.
Apparently sprints are supposed to be great for something. My doctor...
It's good for getting somewhere quickly.
My doctor recommended it for some reason or another, and couldn't quite figure out why he was suggesting it. But I tried it that one time and it was great. You can squeeze through that. No problem whatsoever.
Look how prone I am.
Oh, no one saw you.
I'm prone AF. Oh, you have to hold it if you want to. Now you're really prone.
There's no way anyone could see you now. You're invisible. Especially with people going, ugh. Yeah, drag him, get him. Fuck yeah. Okay, I take it all back. And he's still got it. Right in the skull.
Well, this is so much better with the dodge button.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's all about.
I think that's all of them. I don't get it. There were still people around. They would have cleared this place up.
Didn't she say if there were still people? And the subtitle said if there was still people.
It's fun, I guess.
Huh.
But what she said is correct, and the subtitles are wrong.
It was someone doing their best, which was an idiot.
Futurama will never stop giving.
Even if it's only for a couple of seasons.
Yeah, Futurama from the early 2000s will never stop giving. Early to mid 2000s.
If you ever think, oh, they should make more episodes of this show, just remember late Futurama.
Also late Simpsons.
Or moderate Simpsons.
Yeah.
When did Simpsons stop being funny?
Around season 19.
2 decades, really?
I mean, they were petering out a lot by then, but that's like the last season that got 1 laugh out of me. Or 2 laughs, or something like that.
Okay.
Maybe season 20.
When did it stop being hilarious?
Like season 14, 15,
Oh wow, really?
16, something like that.
Maybe I should watch more Simpsons.
Why am I still prone? Unprone yourself.
Why are you calling that prone?
That's what the game called it. Or at least that's what I thought they were calling it at first, and now it's sticking to it.
Prone means that you're vulnerable.
One, there are menorah decorations on the wall. It's a Jewish thing. And 2, I didn't burst into flames just now, so. Burst into flames? It's just a dumb joke. Oh, unlike your other ones.
Oh!
You shut it.
Did they program her to do her hair just like right at that moment?
My sister used
Or
to
is that
drag me
serendipitous?
all the time.
Somebody's flashing over there.
You never struck me as much of a believer. Nah. I like coming from a long line of survivors.
And then I saw her face.
That, and the Inquisition, and the Holocaust. My family always made it out alive. Barely.
I thought she was Hispanic.
She's not?
Maybe she's a Hispanic Jew. Apparently the Spanish side of my family is.
Found gas. Just need to get back there.
Why does it not seem to have enough salt no matter how much salt I put on it?
It's the salt falling right through it to the floor
I
by
think
some
so.
act of quantum
Entanglement.
something or other. You can pretty much put any word after quantum and people will be like, ah. Quantum configurations.
Quantum gatosification.
Okay.
Quanto pianissimo. Pianissimo.
Quantum pianoforte.
Quantum pianissimo. This game loves pushing things and climbing on them. What is this, Ocarina of Time?
God damn it. Hey, language.
Bob Saget.
It's empty. That sucks.
Hmm.
Now what? Try our luck at the courthouse garage.
Is she taking the gas canister with her?
Yeah. She wants some gas.
You can just put it in a bottle. And then you don't have to carry something that takes up a lot of wasted space all the way there. Like, that would take up her entire backpack. Those things are huge. What else does she have in there?
Do you still pray? Sometimes. Really? When? I said when we left Jackson. I said when at Joel's grave. Sometimes I just say little ones to myself.
I'm gonna push you around where you're talking about your faith. Because I'm a bully.
Does it help? I think it calms me. It helps me put things in perspective. It's a way to deal with grief. A way to show respect. It's what I know.
You can show me some respect right now by getting on your knees.
Oh. There are benefits to prayer. It triggers the some kind of a relaxation, a reflex that allows you to relax through a problem and get out of that like tense mindset.
Also, it gives God a good chuckle.
He's trying to worshipfully look at him. He's so bad at it.
That's cute. He thinks I'm gonna help his team win the game.
Mm-hmm. That was the plot behind the most recent Thor movie.
If you pray and it happens, then you have to give thanks to God. And if it doesn't happen, it's just like, well, God didn't will it. So if he only does it if it's his will, then why did he want you to pray to him? Why didn't he just do it? Just do what you want to do, God. Like, I really want to have that candy, but I need somebody to pray to me to eat that candy, so then I will.
Prayer is more for you than for God.
Where the hell am I going?
Where the hell are you going?
Can I climb up there? Doesn't look like a climbable kind of a thing. Whoa, I saw a thing I could pick up.
You should pick up that thing.
I picked up some Bolty McNulties.
Well, if you had a weapon that took up a bunch of space, and a weapon that took up a tiny bit of space, and that they were both roughly equally effective, would you ever bother with a big one?
Probably not.
No.
No.
Unless I was doing a Mars Attack kind of thing.
What you talking about?
Did you ever see Mars Attacks?
Yeah, are you talking about the hands coming out and stabbing that person in the neck?
No, I'm talking about the part where... I was actually going to grab this, but I thought I had to crawl through something and get here. I didn't know this gate was right open. They're going to kill this old lady, and she's like listening to headphones or something. Instead of just zapping her with the guns they've already been killing people with. They're like, well, she's not moving, so they go get like the biggest gun they can find and roll it up behind her like on a dolly.
That's pretty good.
There are reasons to use oversized weapons for comedy. For the lulls.
That's the most important reason to use an oversized weapon.
Like, if you're gonna beat somebody to death with a dildo, it's gotta be a giant one.
Hey, what are you doing? I can get to the other avenue with this.
I learned that from Clockwork Orange.
Okay.
I should probably watch that.
Ellie, careful. It's okay. It's holding.
You probably should have tested that before you put all your weight on it.
I did watch a scene of it, and they broke into this rich couple's house and started breaking the furniture, and the furniture was gaudy as fuck, and I'm like, hell yes, I can get behind these mass murderers.
I think that is the scene I was referring to.
The clip must have cut out before the giant until those happened.
5774. Are we in the future? No, doofus, that's a Hebrew calendar. The new year. My sister used to give me an apple dipped in honey. Ugh, and now I'm craving it.
I tried to make a caramel apple and it was disgusting.
You gotta peel it
Jewish
first.
holidays are all about food and celebrating not getting annihilated by our enemies. A long line of survivors.
You can't really screw it up anyway. It's just melted caramel. You dip an apple in it. You're done.
It was horrible. It was the worst thing I ever put into my mouth.
Was the apple itself gross?
No, the apple was great. It was the caramel.
I'm not reading that. That makes me want some. I'm gonna get like a Honey Crisp. What's that called? Something apple. Maybe a Fuji apple. One of the good apples. And dip that in caramel. But I had to peel it because apple peeling is bullshit.
Is it?
Yeah, you can't even chew it. You chew it and chew it and chew it and it never breaks apart. It's like eating wax.
Oh, I thought you were saying peeling an apple is bullshit.
No, I mean the noun peeling.
So when you eat a raw apple, do you peel it first?
Of course. I don't eat apple skin.
Whoa, you're weird.
Apple skin's disgusting. It just gets in the way.
It's great.
Also, that's the part that everyone touches. Like, it's sitting there in the
That's a fair argument.
supermarket, and you know how many kids put their nasty little hands on that?
Probably way too many.
What did I actually get up there?
You got a blong.
I saw a calendar. I had a cutscene. Not a cutscene, but a chat scene.
Probably it. We can always press L3.
No,
If you're a
it
wimp.
doesn't do anything until you stumble around stupidly long enough, and then they're like, "Okay, look, dumbass, here's what you need to do."
Really? They always give it to me at the worst times. Those truffles are pretty great, huh?
You talking about the mulled wine chocolate?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty aight.
I think I've loved every single truffle that I've getting flashbacks to Eternal Darkness.
What's this?
How did she get here so quickly?
The what? It's a picture. It's like a Jewish Bible. My sister would have.
You mean the Old Testament?
The one we used in New Mexico was half burned.
New Mexico?
You mean the Old Mexico?
Alright. Well, at least they didn't just chuck everything.
I was actually thinking Mexico when I said New Mexico. New Mexico makes more sense. Are there any Jews south of the U.S.?
I'm sure there are. There's nothing stopping a Jew from going south.
Oh, there's the Aztecs and the Catholics.
You think the whole southern hemisphere is dominated by Catholics?
The whole southwestern hemisphere.
Maybe they're in Australia.
Is Australia the east? Japan's east, and Australia is south of Japan, so that's gotta be the east, right?
How do you even have east and west in a sphere? Like, east and west is relative, but what part of the sphere is the east part of it?
England, obviously, the center of the world.
Like, at least north and south makes sense, because we got a pole revolving around.
West of California is like ocean for an entire half the world, so that makes sense. If you consider Australia the east, sorry, if you consider California the east, it's the east of Hawaii and maybe Russia, if you're being generous.
Have you ever known me to be generous?
A surprising amount of times, actually.
Well, all of those times, I was inebriated.
That does math out. She just fell. Okay, the story is not that impressive, but still, she just walked off like it was nothing. I would have needed at least a little bit of oof, oof, oof. Ow, okay.
Ah.
Okay, one of the few. Okay, fine. I've been watching a lot of clips of Family Guy on Facebook, and they're all great. Family Guy is great in like 15-second bursts.
Did you see that one with the Amish prayer, where they're thanking God for allowing them to? I can't remember how it's worded, but basically they're like, you know, technology that was only invented between 1912 and 1940.
No later, no sooner. When you said Amish, I was thinking of that skit where someone blew up the barn that they were being housed in, and they're all
They just built
lay
it back.
prone, and they build it back in 3 seconds. So they blow up again, and they build it back up. They blow up again, and they build it back up.
Also, when he gets in a feud with them, Peter gets in a feud with the girl's dad. He's like, "I have done your chores to deprive you of the pleasure of doing chores." Ha ha!
That's pretty good. I hate Family Guy if I'm watching an entire episode, but if I'm just thinking about clips of it, it's great. It's one of those things where the more seriously you take it, the worse it is, but the less you care, the better it is. Like, ironically, World of Warcraft.
See how long it's taking me to get across here? She just teleported over.
You did?
You didn't have to build up no momentum.
Finished assembling that thing.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
You're gonna love it.
What thing?
Jordan bought Nadia like a food truck kind of a thing she can play in
Oh, nice. She does like food.
for Christmas.
30 years ago, my grandfather was Jeremy with the family running a tuna. They hit and bravery opposed family. That we returned. They used to tonight. My family is still taking too long. Can you sort of say forgive me? We have this in the hand in the
Okay,
matter.
I skimmed it.
Oh, we're going.
I think what she said is about my understanding of what happened.
Is there anything else up here?
So, Sarah, did you get what I was saying about the song?
Yes, I did. Thank
Okay.
you.
Can I go out this window? Ah, shit. Probably anybody watching was just like looking at the window in the background so many times when I went by it, being like, dude, go out that window. I can
Yeah.
look right at it. Well, you know what? It didn't stick out to me.
I've done that so many times watching people play games. I would have loved it that was a game over.
Off the list.
You gotta paint the ledge wider. I don't know if I can climb it.
If you're gonna have a public
August.
game, you've got to have a cathedral of some kind. Especially if there's an Eternal Darkness boss in it.
Michael's Law.
Play Eternal Darkness.
Oh, I did.
I am thrilled that you lent that to me. That was a great game.
Yeah, it holds up. Or at least it held up in 2010.
Yeah, the gameplay doesn't hold up. But you say, hey, there's a game that was made in 2005. I'd go like, okay, this is pretty good. Why aren't there more games like this? With modern controls and actual writing.
Score.
And of course, you can update your hoster to have multiples if it's anything like the previous game. I do prefer this, where you play as a different character, over the Samus situation.
Where you're always Samus.
But you always start off pathetically weak.
Yeah. Or else you start off okay, but you lose it in the intro.
Mm-hmm. There's just no solution to that. The best solution was probably... I want to say there's a game where you kept your upgrades and just got better stuff, but I guess it didn't actually happen. Just, why aren't more games like Banjo-Tooie? You just have everything that you had in the previous game, and you get more stuff.
So you have that sense of progression that everyone thinks they have to have.
Jotting this down.
Mm-hmm. It's either that or start as a new character. I don't want anything but those. Yeah, this map system's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Could have fooled me.
It updates it dynamically.
Looks like that's everything over here.
It says you can press the menu button to salvage stuff
These in a while.
and craft,
Yeah, it did say that.
but that doesn't mean they can craft in the middle of nowhere, right? Or maybe it's talking about just crafting a medkit or something. You can't read that with a flashlight on it like that.
Hey. What is it? It says there are supplies in some bank. Might be worth checking out.
And that's on the map now. Okay, so it's just this crafting, right?
Man. All this time, almost no healing.
You haven't had to
I-
heal.
And I've only saved up enough to craft one health pack. They're really stingy with their alcohol this time.
Probably because they haven't been doing any, So it looks like you can only go down this tree, which means you probably want to be saving up for a different tree. But then you just like having no upgrades.
I don't see any other trees.
There's a tree on the right which is locked.
Probably it's unlocked when you finish this tree.
Are you pressing right to get to the other tree? Yeah.
I thought it was...
I'm assuming that's a story locked or something.
Do I even care about crafting or healing speed? I almost never care about that.
Yeah. Oh. Well, here we go.
Here, you do it.
You know how I love my crafting. Alright. So we have a revolver, which is probably what you want over the pistol. And we have a bolt action rifle. Would you rather rifle or revolver? We can add more damage to the revolver.
Probably, yeah, the rifle's already pretty strong, isn't it?
So just straight up damage. 40% more damage. That's what you want, right?
Sure.
It's also a reload speed, a stability, and fire rate. You just want the damage, right?
I guess. Is there a grunt birthday party upgrade?
No, that would be the best. Plus 85% reload speed? Alright, well, let's actually look through these. There's a faster fire rate. It's not too much, but you don't care about fire rate with revolvers, right?
Depends on how slow the fire rate is now.
If it's not enough to bother you, it's probably not enough for you to care.
I'm
There's
not sure
more.
if I've shot the revolver this game. I've just been stabbing everyone.
What about stability? That only matters if
You can fire it as much as you want until you run out of bullets.
well, the entire point is you go, right?
And that sounds more like the whole entire point of a rifle.
So, do you care about stability then?
Not as much as I care about damage.
Yeah, okay. So there's a lot more reload speed if we do this upgrade, which is probably something that I would go for it. This is almost like twice as fast reloading.
Well, that'd be great if we actually had enough bullets to reload it.
That's fair. And then damage is just like 40% more damage and then more accuracy somehow.
Yeah, so the damage, that's gonna benefit us pretty good because it's almost like giving us more ammo. We have to use fewer shots to kill people.
Yeah.
Ammo's scarce in this game.
Plus it's more damage and you always want more damage.
Especially if they scream a little bit louder.
Do we want to look over the rifle or just say, fuck it, revolver damage?
Yeah, let's just do the revolver.
Revolver damage, fuck it!
You can keep playing if you want.
Alright. No, I don't.
It's a good looking revolver.
Yeah, it is.
I like them when they've got long barrels.
Mm-hmm.
The little snub noses, they look so dumb. See, I don't even have a full extra... I don't know, you don't call it a clip when it's a revolver, whatever it is. I can't refill my entire gun. Can you get through there?
Yeah, there's this anime that kind of takes place in, like, the West, but it's a futuristic planet that just looks like the Wild West. And the protagonist of that one uses this giant-ass revolver. If I'm forced to use a handgun, I think I'd want a gun like that.
It should at least be an ass revolver. It's not a giant ass revolver.
She just got more and more paranoid.
It has to be a gun that shoots
She'd
asses.
sometimes wake up screaming.
Right, Sarah?
Right.
That's right.
We always had a back. Hey, I think I found the courthouse. How can you tell?
Guess we'll never know how that conversation's gonna end.
On the building that says courthouse? Oh, well, nice work, detective. Mark this place on the map.
See what she did there? She turned it around on her like, no, I'm the one who's being sarcastic. Man, she writes in light up marker. It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
I need to get me one of those.
You should. It looks like this game has like open world elements, but it doesn't feel like an open world game.
It's not an open world game. Not at all. Thank God for that.
But it is though. There's all these places that you can go to, but it doesn't feel like the kind of thing where it's just empty space.
It's not open world. I can't go back to that place that we just were.
So I want open world games, but I don't want games that market themselves as open world games, because that's just a marketing gimmick at the moment. I want Zelda 1. I want a game where I can go to level 8 right now and do it. But I don't want a game that expects me to do that.
Even games that call themselves open world don't let you just go straight to the final boss. Oh, thank God the horse followed me.
But every game should allow you to just go to the final boss.
Every single game, huh?
Every single game, without one single exception.
What about Max Payne?
Fuck! Why do you have to say that?
You hear that? I hear it. Affected. It's coming from the courthouse.
I like how, at least in
Help me out
concept,
here. Maybe we can get in that way.
Ukulele 2 handle that, where the final level is available from the beginning, but you need upgrades in order to access it.
Ukulele too.
Yeah, the 2D one that we played.
Impossible Layer.
Yeah, that one. The first level is the final level, but you just can't do it. That's cool. I like that.
I don't remember that part.
I was the one playing for that.
I'm gonna prone on him.
Prone means that you're vulnerable.
I'm gonna keep calling it prone because that's what they called it.
That's a dumb thing to call it.
Oh, I don't have to keep holding it. Thank God. I've been holding it with my thumb and steering with my index finger. Okay.
He's gonna see you. Okay, so is she just gonna jump up and stab him, or what? Maybe she just put him down. Okay, that was very easy. Oh, that's pretty good though. Like, I want to play games as a giant muscular black man, but every time I play a game as a girl, I always go, fuck yes. Well, yes, everyone. I love how this series became Devil May Cry.
Why is he still playing at me? I'm sorry, I can't help you till this guy stops playing after me. He's still going.
Energy reserves. I think she's about to die.
Well, there's nothing I can do. There was absolutely nothing I could do about it. I had to spend 100% of my effort dodging that thing. Once he locks onto you, he's like, we're not done until I get you.
That compensates for the dodge button a bit.
I had to be fully on dodge mode.
She saw your kill.
Behind you!
Come on! That doesn't look threatening at all. If I could come up here and going, would you be threatened? Now, it's not just because it's me, right?
What do you mean, watch out? I just stealth killed her, right?
Well, that's not stealth anymore. Fuck yes! Why is stabbing these guys in the gut do anything?
I guess their brain is in their gut.
Stabbing a human in the gut works because we know that if we don't treat it immediately, we're fucked. But if you're a zombie, you don't care about that.
Maybe in this world, zombies do care about that.
If that was the case, then them flailing wildly wouldn't do anything because that would damage them more than any damage that they would cause anyone else. Also, if they kill someone, does that person become zombified? I'm not quite sure how the rules in this.
Yeah, it kind of seems like every time one gets to you, they kill you.
Mm-hmm.
So how does this really spread so much? It should just be a bunch of dead people.
If they're dead, do they then become zombified?
I don't think so. It seems to be that, there are people who kill themselves after they've been bitten so they don't turn.
Well, like, what's required for them to turn it is the thing.
The cordyceps or whatever.
I don't know what a cordyceps is.
The fungus stuff that infects your brain.
Oh, okay, but like, what
So
stage
that wouldn't
of
happen if you're dead. There's nothing to take over then. So anyone who dies by them, they're free of the zombification.
So if they die by infected sprained ankle, they can't turn?
If you die, you can't turn.
Hey, I'll help. Coming.
Oh, please be hilarious. Yeah, this one's good.
You ever been to a courthouse before? No. Did you tell me you never got in trouble back in Boston? Oh, I got in trouble. But never landed in a courthouse.
This game is gorgeous. So, like, if there's nothing to infect, then it makes sense that they couldn't take over the host. But then why program your host to have a reflex that prohibits yourself from taking over more hosts?
Serious shit.
If you're any kind of living being, your entire MO is take over, is have as many of you as possible.
That's what the one said. Well, let's get down there.
If you get rid of hosts, you're just diminishing your gene pool, and you don't want that.
Well, maybe these guys don't care about their race surviving. They're just very individualistic.
If they're individualistic, then they wouldn't reproduce. So the ones that weren't wouldn't be common, and the ones that were would, and they would outcompete the ones that wouldn't. Sarah, what are you holding?
It's a child game that's been down for ages that we don't need it anymore, and I keep needing to put it away.
Childgate?
Yeah.
How's that work?
It's not a gate. It was something we fastened over her crib that we could pull and then attach it on there so that the cats can jump in.
Yeah, I mean, it's designed as a child gate, but we used it.
We only used it one night and then we never used it again.
How much did you spend on it?
Oh, did I want to say in front of Camry?
What, was it a lot?
This
Probably
looks like something
sell it on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, this looks like this could be functional for a variety of different purposes.
Yeah, it's missing some of its foods and stuff.
I unlocked the other branch.
Oh, nice. Oh, you want melee upgrades?
Oh, there's another branch I can eventually unlock.
Sure.
Upgrade for your melee weapon. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that sounds like the bat upgrade in the previous game.
But I guess I can't do it?
You don't have...
I just did it.
Go down the tree. Once more. Instead of launching smoke bombs, Okay, that seems pretty good. I'll go down once more. More effective health kits, nice. Once more. Okay, I think this tree is better than the other one. I definitely get the ugh that you get from skill trees. I like them, but when they're done well.
What was that? Is there stick drift going on? Is that something?
Yeah, no. You passed her, right? There. That's not how locks work, right?
You can make pretty good progress on a combination lock if you're listening. When you actually hit the right one, it does have slightly different feel.
But you gotta come at it from the right direction, right?
I think it's always right, left, right. Wait, what did I even just get out of that?
Crafting materials.
We left a perfectly good machete on him.
Machete. I'm not reading that. I would read this if I was playing by myself or with someone who cared, but not with you.
Reminder.
The code is 860722. So, the 860.
Okay, 86. That was Joe Satriani's first album, I think. 07.
Even, odd, even. I can remember that.
'07 is when you and I met. No, that was 06. Might have been 07. I don't know.
Say it's 07. I will not remember that though.
And 22 is this year.
Even, odd, even. I can remember that much.
I can remember Satriani, you, and right now.
What now? That may work.
What may work? What are you talking about?
07 is the year I moved out of home. I can remember that.
I mentioned how I was able to do one line of installation today in 35 minutes, right?
Yep.
I am done with the vent.
Well done. I know your name.
I'm not even proud of it or anything. I'm just so glad I don't have to deal with the vent anymore. Things are so much better without it.
You should be proud though, and you should enter your name.
I should definitely enter my lane.
So that other people who come after you know that you're better than them.
That's right. I did it.
Am I supposed to go down?
I did what they did faster than they did.
Can I jump over this wall? I guess I need to go down.
I mentioned how a lot of the insulation they're replacing is about this thick, right?
Probably.
Compared to this thick.
Compared to anything. Because you gave me absolute thickness, not a relative thickness.
I've spent $300 in a month on heating, and last month was like $200.
Seems like a lot.
How much do you spend?
I don't know, it's all auto-adjusted.
You just don't care, do you?
I don't care. Well, this is the rest of the game now.
The rest of the game. I mean, I'd rather that than them failing as an instant kill. Seriously, why is that a threat? Fuck yeah, machete! You can buy one of those at Walmart right now for $12.
I'm an equal opportunity zombie killer.
As you should be. I used to feel bad about killing women. That one Genesis Castlevania where you kill Carmela.
Yeah.
Bloodlines?
Bloodlines.
Fuck yes. Once I hear that, I just felt so bad. It's like, ma'am, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
But when she kills you and you're like, whoa!
Nothing.
She doesn't feel bad at all.
She doesn't. I don't. Men don't matter.
Men are disposable.
That we are. We are meant to fight vampires and go, oh!
Po, 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 po. If you're Simon Beaumont.
Mama, you're dead. The Simon Belmonts don't matter.
You know, this seems really familiar.
Is it,
Didn't I already like walk through some electric water and steal gas out of a car?
Is it possible this is every single zombie movie ever?
I think it was this game.
It was this game, but
Let's hope this car can, or this generator can run on propane.
Gasoline. My luck's changing. Jesus.
there's no way I filled up the entire thing.
Yeah, you probably should have grabbed a little more.
You probably have filled up the entire thing.
How do we get out of here?
So I guess that's a hint that the way I get out is not the way I came in. It's the developers trying to say, look, we made a quick way out for you.
That's not nice of them. Why are you just not chopping it?
I never got to go to that upper office and use that code.
You should have used that code in the other office. You should also check out the stuff that's on your map.
I thought if I jumped onto that cable, I would climb up, and then it was like, nope, you're going down now, and you can never get back up.
Maybe this is the kind of game that lets you re-explore places that you've explored.
Maybe it's the kind of game that respawns a bunch of dickhead zombies when I go back in a building.
And fucking maybe. Maybe it also respawns ammo. What's that gun on your right? Oh, that's your machete.
Isn't that where I went in?
Fucking maybe. There was a prompt on the door.
Yeah, and she put her hand on it and it's like, nah. Except she didn't even give me that much feedback. She just stopped.
Try it again.
It's locked?
It's locked.
Did we find another way in? Oh, we went down the stairs, didn't we?
I don't know.
Can you please? She pleased.
I'm very glad when people please. How do you feel about sangria?
Not a big fan.
No?
Never did much for me.
Okay.
I don't know if I can get back in there. Wait a minute. Is this one I had to climb up?
What's the map say?
I think I know it. I think I have to just climb up over here.
You don't want to resort to map?
Not if it's gonna take longer than just going around where are we going. Without looking at the map.
I think this is the thing. No, it's tough.
It's just the same empty drawer.
Fun stuff.
Did I just go all the way around the building and accomplish nothing?
But you want to get back in.
You can't get in by going around and around it.
Round and around and around and around and around and around and around and around.
Round, round, get around, I get around, I get around, round. Ooh, I get around. I get around.
The fucking around.
I just circled it. I don't think I can ever get in there. You never know what was in that office.
Never again.
Probably even if I had made it in that office, I would never know what was in it because I would pick it up without reading it. Where's my horse? There he is.
I think this might be an alternate world game. It's got a horse that follows you.
I don't think he was there before. I think they programmed it to have the microphone and the controller listen to me, and if I say, "Where's my horse?" then he shows up.
That's right.
Homesick? A little bit. You? Same. Something moved from my head. You know, I've always dreamed of fixing up a farm just outside of Jackson. Why wouldn't you stay at home?
Good girl.
I don't know. I like the idea of real space. Sounds lonely. Okay. So we're gonna, bring this sheet and look at house.
You said I was inviting you.
Oh, actually sounds nice. Really?
I love how I've integrated my knowledge of massaging muscles to petting cats. And every time I pet cats, I'm like, oh, what is this feeling? They really don't know what they should be expressing right now. They're always like, this guy hurts, but please keep going.
The purse says it all. Is that a really small car?
That's a really small car. That's like for Nadia to drive.
That's like one of those clown cars that only 16 clowns can fit in.
Not
It's
even
like
like
half the
420.
size of my horse.
Big city. Barely started looking.
What are we looking for?
The people, I guess. The ones who killed Joel. Am I going the right way?
There's a map.
Oh, here we are. Yeah, we made it. We made it.
You don't want to resort to map.
Well, if I'd stopped to look at the map, I'd still be looking at it right now instead of already here.
And I have information.
I don't want any information. I'm here.
Oh, you got the thing.
I did got the thing.
I got it.
Try, Cameron. Do it. These two.
Five, 3, 4, 5.
5, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty easy. What was the code again?
5, 4, 5, 3.
5827. Got it.
A waiting committee.
What do you want for any other bosses in Super Metroid to be harder?
No, I think they're fine.
Yeah.
The game doesn't really have the controls for a tough boss fight.
Yeah. What about Final Fantasy IV?
Nah.
Yeah, if I think
There's another tiny car.
if I think about like good games, I don't want their difficulty to be any tougher. But if I think about games that I want to play but I know that aren't good, and it's like, yeah, I want this to be easier or harder or whatever. I'm thinking specifically Mega Man Legends, a game that I like, but I wouldn't say it is a good game. That's an easy game. But then there's Mega Man Legends 2, which is like objectively a better made game, but the difficulty is way too extreme for what it has, and it just feels bad.
There are a lot of really hard games that I like, but I don't think I've ever played a game and thought, I wish this were harder. Even easy games, I'm just like, this is what it is. I don't wish for more difficulty in something.
There's a lot of RPGs where it's like, this is good, but I'm not engaged. That's not true for Mario RPG. I think that is true for Final Fantasy IV. I think any of the remakes where like you can do more stuff, the game is like objectively harder, but because you can do more stuff, it doesn't feel harder, you know?
Yeah.
The Pixel Remaster, I think...
Oh, okay. I thought it was actually going to be like, you don't get a hint.
I think the Pixel Remaster for Final Fantasy IV was harder than the original. But it also compensated for it, you know? It gave you more stuff.
I like stuff.
Yeah. If you're playing RPGs, it should be... I think complicated is the right word, but complicated doesn't quite get into what you want from RPGs. It should be deep. More stuff is not better, but like... if you have no stuff, then more stuff is better.
I want to say that's what she said, but I'm not going to.
Fuck yeah. Like, Dark Wave is just objectively better than not having Dark Wave.
Yeah. I have no idea why they took that out of the easy type version.
I think because they wanted Paladin to be better than Dark Knight.
It's still an upgrade. Like, the Paladin is so strong.
Paladin is so strong. In the Pixel Remaster, I did feel a little bit of, oh, I don't have Dark Wave anymore. And I think that's what they were going for. They were thinking, oh, they wanted you to go, oh, I'm a Paladin now. And you still do get that, but also, like, you could have used Dark Wave.
Even the DS remake doesn't have the actual Dark Wave. It's a different mechanic, and I don't like it as much.
It's not as viscerally cool,
Yeah.
but it's pretty good.
I mean, if I didn't know about that original Dark Wave,
Yeah.
I'd like it, but I know what I'm missing out on now.
If I was using it in Dark Souls, then I'd be like, fuck yes! But it's not Dark Wave.
I only know about Dark Wave because of Game Genie.
That's a bad way to find out about a feature.
Looking up Game Genie codes and finding out that you can enable that. I'm like, what? I can do that thing that the one I fight does to me? And they took it away from me in the US?
They just took it away from you. They didn't even like remove it from the code or anything. It's just in the game, and they don't give you permission to do it.
Yeah, they just turned it off in the menu. That's it.
That's all I did.
Why would you do that?
Why?
They took away so many things. Oh, you dumb Americans, you don't know how to handle this.
What was as big as Dark Wave though?
Like Tela can do recall.
Recall is pretty cool. Do you know if it costs as much MP as the original spells did?
No, I don't think it does. I can't remember that.
I remember that there was a reason in the Pixel Remaster that I didn't want to use it.
They took away Boast and Cry from Paladin Forum, respectively.
They weren't good, but they were cool.
That means we lost some sprites, too. They had unique sprites for those.
Sprites are difficult to make.
Yeah, somebody worked on those, and then someone else said, well, a lot of your players aren't going to see that.
Maybe someone else killed these guys.
The zombies shot them.
Let's keep moving.
Is that going to be the twist in this game? The zombies learn how to shoot? I mean, we already had that in Halo, so it's not really a big twist anymore.
They did?
Yeah, the zombies, the flood, these guns.
Ah.
Not very well. The rocket, some of them use rocket launchers, those guys suck.
Yeah. You don't need accuracy with rocket launchers.
Yes. Well, you need any more. You know where to get it.
Petroleum. You get to roll up your pet, and then you got some petroleum.
Have I vented about how horrendously unbalanced the Final Fantasy V was?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to do it some more.
I thought if I said yes, I wouldn't have to hear it.
You could level up the Dragoon class and unlock the jump command, in which you spend twice as much time dealing twice as much damage, or you can invest into Ranger and do one command, which does twice as much damage in no time. Which one sounds better?
The one that you think sounds better.
That's right. How'd you know?
You think I can get Dina to play some cards with me now that I've got some?
Is that your girlfriend in the game?
Her name's Dina.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. I'm sure she's up for whatever you're up for.
She's my GFF.
Girlfriend forever?
Yeah. Until we break up.
I'm sure she's going to die a whole thing.
Then I guess she'd be my GMT or GFT. I accidentally turned into Greenwich Mean Time for a second there. Guess I'm making another Molotov.
Oh, wow, you're not investing into health stuff?
I still haven't used any.
You only have one.
And I haven't used it.
You have not. Do you remember what's your skill tree?
6.
What?
Answer the question you're about to ask is 6.
Oh, okay. Ooh, sexy.
What's his MO? I guess he tortured somebody for information. Oh, that was one of the guys that was in there?
I guess so.
That woman that finished him off is probably going to be the final boss.
Yeah, something like that.
Or maybe we'll make good friends with her and then she'll be the main character of the next game.
That's right.
He wrote something in his own blood. What a little bitch. He made one right an answer or something else.
Joel told me about this.
And if you give him a different answer, then he'll kill you.
Is this guy question? You don't make a mistake. Maybe I'd write it down. Is this guy? If the facts match, don't tell the truth. You fucking help.
I never would have guessed Tommy would outlive Joel.
He was too wholesome, huh?
Come on. We do get us this way. Maybe catch up with Tommy. Yeah.
A big problem with shock value in shows is that once you get it, people kind of stop caring because you killed off the only character that they cared about.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened in Walking Dead. They brutally killed off a fan favorite, and people were like, "Oh, that's terrible. I'm done."
They probably thought they were going to do a Game of Thrones. Although I guess they were before Game of Thrones, weren't they?
I don't know.
This one looks a little better. Looks like it has one extra hit. Also, it seems to be longer.
Remember in the previous game, they had like thick bars in which one hit was an instant kill. But they also had weapons that were just worse. I think like the machete, which had 3 bars, was better than the lead pipe, which had 8. Because it took like 3 swings of the lead pipe to take this thing out, and 1 swing of the machete.
You okay? It wasn't pretty. I don't want you to think that, Mom. Ellie, if I had my sister's killers tied to a chair, I'd do worse. I hear you.
Worse than what? You don't even know what he did. He may have played them country music for 6 hours before he killed them.
Ooh. That's some Animaniacs level shit.
Oh, my hound dog ran off with my pickup truck.
It's pretty good. It sucks because modulation is a really powerful tool, but it's abused to such a horrendous level.
You gotta do it right, or else it turns into really stinky cheese.
If you do it right, people don't realize that you're doing it at all.
Yeah.
Apparently it's a very common tool in Octopath, and you just don't realize that that's happening. It just feels magical.
I didn't actually memorize that code.
Maybe it's in your notes somewhere, but press that thing. Let's see what happens.
Maybe I filled it in on the gate codes. Kidding me?
On the map.
Not letting me interact with it.
Try going a bit more to your right.
Nope. I'm gonna have to look back at the stream. It's probably faster than going back in. Maybe I have to start the generator first. Rumbly rumble. Oh, she has the code.
I got this.
Big question though. Where does this take us?
To the other side of this gate. Let's just leave that generator running. Why the hell not?
See if we find shelter for the camp. Maybe
Yes.
some more items we can stuff out here. I like that idea. Okay. Let's look for an open building. Preferably one that has it.
We just came from an open building with 2 dead people in there to keep us warm.
Still have some of those almonds left in the laundry. Not really. You should eat something. Oh my god. What? I sounded like my mom just now. I'll be fine.
Okay, I gotta... Is that normal? She's a little girl, right? I mean, she's like a teenager. How is she so much taller than that car? Why is that horse so big?
Horses are big. I don't know about cars. I think we stand about that tall compared to your Corvette.
Yeah, but we're taller than she is, I'm pretty sure. And the Corvette is made to be a flat car.
By like half a foot.
Hey Sarah, can you hear me? Is she over there? Yeah, she's got her headphones in though.
And the horse.
We got exploded.
Horse.
Oh, I guess I get to crawl a little. Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna let me make it all the way to the gun.
You have your handgun.
Yeah, but that probably would have been a better option.
Didn't think I'd ever see you again. How'd you find us?
We went to Seattle and just...
Scar across his face.
How many came with you? Hmm? Just you two?
No, we got a whole army.
Jordan! Supposed to be out to the other one. What the fuck is this? Yeah, the smuggler that killed out in the accident? Yeah. This road's there. They're coming after us. That's why this was fucked up. We gotta get their eyes. Tell them exactly what's going on. Yeah, well, just stop reading. We gotta have a minute. Kill all the bastards. Better than getting
Right.
Let's figure out what she knows. Give a fuck what she knows. You saw what she did to the others. You have no idea how many people might be witnessing it. How many people she's going to find it.
Should we have this conversation away from her? Why are we standing on the glass?
Why aren't you killing her? Why are you putting the gun away? What?
Is he assaulting her? Or is he just like trying to finish her off?
I think he's struggling with her.
I didn't even press square. I just wanted to see what happened if I ran up to him and didn't do anything. She killed him on her own.
That's all on him.
So the other guy was right. He should have just shot them.
Yeah.
Truly being alive is better than just not having information. Or better than having information but being dead. You know what I mean.
Look at that later. Is there a TV station on that map? I don't fucking know. Come on. Ellie?
I think you should have that gun holstered. Oh, never mind.
It's like whack-a-mole, except I'm the mole.
I think you just described, you're like a sliver of health right now. You're on the semi-automatic? Why don't you have the revolver out?
Because I didn't even have all 6 bullets in that one. How does he know? He knew when I stopped aiming.
So you switched off of the revolver at some point?
Yep.
Huh.
How many guys did you see? We gotta get the hell out of here.
You have no health.
Well, L1 isn't doing anything. What is it? To heal. No, I don't want to craft one. I want to use one. How do you use a health pack? I don't know how to use it.
It's not.
None of the buttons do it.
It's not R2 or L2.
I want to craft one. I want to use one. L2 zooms in, R2 reloads, L1 does that.
You can't equip it.
Hitting X starts to craft it.
Okay.
Hold R2 to use. That seems so arbitrary. Can you stop being prone? Man, he only had 1 bullet left. That's why he was so hesitant to shoot us.
Probably should have still shot you.
And he wouldn't have any bullets for her when she showed up with her rifle.
No, subduing someone is a lot more difficult than killing them. And as you know, it leads to scenarios like this.
I thought I had another rifle I could switch to. Apparently not.
Club.
Surprise, motherfucker!
He didn't seem very invested in his life.
I think that was a she. Oh. Oh, that's her.
You can shoot when you're on the ground, that's cool.
When you're prone.
Good? Yeah.
Prone team's right there.
You recognize any of these guys? No.
All these people had guns, and they didn't all drop guns. Why are we still putting up with that in games today? That makes no sense. If you have a gun with infinite ammo and I kill you, I should be allowed to have that gun with infinite ammo now. It's only fair.
It's a competition for being one person that can take down an entire group of people.
We'll find a way to compensate for it that makes logical sense.
I do think that it should be more fun taking out one person. Like, that should be an entire level right there.
Yeah, it's like the people that I'm taking out don't really want to live.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of want to run around and do chip damage on you and let you get a major headshot on them and look like a badass. I nommed some chocolate. Now I'm a little bit less dead than before.
Come on.
So dumb. What do you mean? I don't see anybody.
I think that room. There's a guy. Should get him with your bow and arrow. It doesn't make sense. A bow and arrow should be a lot more common with this post-industrial era. I'm glad we updated the damage on this. Oh wow. You are bulletined. You're also helping. I probably should have said that a couple of seconds sooner.
I guess that was an easy threat.
What would a holy fuck look like?
Can't think of an answer that isn't blasphemous.
Well,
It's so hard to aim with a controller,
it is.
especially in this game for some reason. Hey, why don't I just throw a Molotov at them? Oh, I don't have any Molotovs. That's one good reason. What's that? What's R2? Wow. Oh my god, why is this so hard to switch weapons?
I think they expect you to have several clips. That doesn't quite help you here.
Come on. Now's not the time to play the I told you so game. What is the deal with this game? How do you craft it? Now I'm trying to craft it and I can't get to that crafting menu. Before I couldn't get out of the crafting menu. Oh, I just don't have any alcohol. I can't heal even if I want to, which I kind of do. Oh. And now I can. Can you get up? Why are you crouching? Jesus.
That's got no ammo.
It's got one ammo.
It's got one ammo.
Now it's got 4 ammos.
That's a lot better than one.
A factor of 4. In Uncharted 2 and 4, there are cheat codes where you can have just the best gun and infinite ammo, and that's the best way to play the game. Just go back through it and just have the big ass hand cannon and just one shot everyone, and it feels so good.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck these wolves. Steal that shit.
They're stealing from wolves now? They gotta feed their cubs.
Yes, check right over here. No, you try to be stealthy. Something has a giant hitbox. Got one shot.
You think that's all of them? Let's find out.
Is a musket better than a revolver?
No, nobody uses muskets anymore.
Yeah. Revolvers have to be better than a musket.
Muskets are just junk.
They're kind of junky.
Bum bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum, bum ba-da.
Isn't that a Final Fantasy VI tune?
Chrono Trigger.
Oh, okay, yeah. They both give me the same vibes.
Except what I did had like a little bit different rhythm from the Chrono Trigger one. Chrono Trigger is more like bum 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 bum.
Oh, yeah.
Bum ba-da, bum ba-da, bum ba-da-da, bum ba-dum. Do 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 do.
What had you kept on that table?
It's just the wrong kind of table. It has to be made of Coca-Cola.
What about this?
A grenade on the ground?
Let's try it.
What about what?
That thing
Oh.
you picked up. Like,
Borf, borf.
Worf?
We gotta get through this school. Now.
That part in Mario 2 that goes bum 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 bum. The instrument does this neat thing where each other note sounds inverted, and it's only in that one spot. That's cool.
You talking about the intro?
Boo 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 doo. Boo doo boo doo boo doo boo doo boo doo boo. Brown 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 brown.
Oh, yeah, that part.
Yeah. Just that one measure, the notes are inverted or something. That sounds neat. I think I've got the option to do that in the music for the Pokemon hack, but I haven't quite like tweaked around with it yet. What's interesting is the harmony of that. It's not just copying what the melody is doing, it's actually like doing its own thing.
Like a counter melody.
Yeah, but I can't figure out what it's doing. You're picking up so many cards.
Trying to collect a full deck. I can help you figure out what it's doing if you can't tell what the notes are.
I definitely cannot figure out what the notes are. I would rather come up with a counter melody myself.
It's never gonna be as good.
I think it might be. It will definitely sound like I came up with it myself, though. I'm feeling the left hand has to do something like bum 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 bum.
That sounds thoroughly unenjoyable.
No, it's an addition.
We need to get to the street.
Guess I like to hear it on an actual piano.
That requires me actually figuring out what I want to do. My mother's like getting sick, it looked like, so I have to cover it for her masses.
It's better than having to cover for her cysts.
Ew.
Grand.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. I think we need to check this out.
I got trading cards.
She's one of them. I'll call him. Read the letter. Sure. I got us posted up on 2 week at the TT station. Scars spotted in the area. Here's something I don't do perfectly. TT station. You think she's still there? Gotta find out how.
Is her shirt still gonna be pulled up when we make it to her?
That's right.
It's a boss fight where her shirt never goes down.
That way. Let's go, Julia.
Oh, I don't like that. Let's have a BBQ.
A what?
BBQ.
Oh.
That's how they say it down in the south, right?
BYOBB. The extra B stands for BBQ. What does this extra B stand for? That's a typo. BBBQ.
This is the wolves. They're really old. Yeah, they are. Do you think they were going to be busy later? Nobody says this was a possibility. Is it educated for you? No.
I missed that. What are they talking about?
The people that hunting.
Patrols.
Yeah.
Our next train is moving out around here. Well, maybe. It has to, but I got a feeling they were.
You talking about while Ellie was captured? She got that much done in that amount of time?
And then they killed their fucking friends. They'll be out worse for us.
There's nothing I want more than to walk around in a dirty pool right now.
It's not a very deep pool.
That's probably why there are no signs around that say no diving.
Oh, I think if it's this shallow, you don't want to do any diving.
Yeah, but you want your guests to dive in it because you don't want them to come back.
I don't think that's how guests work.
Oh, it does say no diving.
Oh, there we go.
Do not swim if you are ill.
So at least might move.
Shower before entering. Oh, I broke that rule.
Oh, I'm sure you showered once.
No swimming. No getting wet. No knowing what water is.
No dogs in the dog park. No people in the dog park.
I don't know. This seems reckless. Maybe they don't. Maybe.
Maybe they're merciful.
What? Could be they just weren't who they were looking for. So they let you go.
Well, they did get shit out of us. The one guy, Jordan, kept facing. Yeah, but why do you think they do? And it just doesn't matter. They fucked up. They did.
What's she getting so impatient? What else are you gonna do besides talk about stuff?
What was the name of the girl? The one at the TV station? Yeah. Is she the one?
She's the one with the fair eyes and nothing else going for her.
The only thing I remember about her is this
She'll always play second fiddle to Rachel.
How do you want to handle it? She knows. The others are. You gonna ask her what they did?
This is canon.
Yep. She's having such a hard time jumping.
Why is that? Looks so stupid.
Pretty stupid.
I get that you're going for realism, because in real life you can't jump higher than your own head like you do in most games, but she's jumping less high and far than I can jump in real life.
Like, I can jump that high without bending my knees.
Yeah.
Ow! God damn. My knees have been not the same since I've been doing this work.
You might want to take care of those. You could need them someday.
Yeah, I do need my knees.
For knee stuff. Someday you might have a girlfriend who wants to do knee stuff with you.
I was thinking about kneeing people in the gut.
You might want to be Captain Falcon and give somebody a shock knee.
Sure!
Where am I going?
Drugs. Drugs. Drugs.
Nurse, get him 50 cc's of drugs. What drugs, doctor? Heroin?
What's that from?
Kids in the hall.
Yeah. Wait, can you craft that without crafting the previous thing?
This? No.
Have you already learned that?
No.
Why can't you craft the second one, not the first?
I've crafted the first one already.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I don't know what stun bomb is, but that sounds like an... Oh, okay. Guess we're just doing it. That one seems good.
I've almost got enough.
Mm-hmm.
Bum 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 bum.
I think I remember the last one not being that good, but the health upgrades, it seems nice.
You should play Mechanarian. It's a good game.
I should.
Even my dad loved it. He's always talking about it.
Nice.
Even though he can't remember the name of it. He calls it Machination.
That was close.
And Broken Age, he doesn't even attempt it. He's just like that other game, the one with the guy and the girl.
That's descriptive. It seems like 90% of media has a guy and a girl. And 80% of that has them falling in love. Because that's how love works.
76% of statistics quoted were just made up on the spot.
60% of the time, it works every time.
And the other 40% of the time, it only works 60% of the time. Yoink. More cards.
You got a starter set.
Excuse me while I pretend to be pleased.
I've always wanted, in concept, to have a kick-ass of... what would you even call that? Like a deck from Magic Jacob, or something that I could beat someone up with, but if them like money though. Like it all just comes down to spending enough money to buy enough, and then like pawning out the cards that you don't want for the cards you do want. It's just such a hassle.
I've never had any interest in those card games. It's just something I'd have to start learning from scratch, and it doesn't sound fun. I'm back where I came from.
I wish there was a thing where you go up to a group of people and you ask, you play X? And they say, yeah, we play X, let's play some X. That would never happen.
And then they pull out a game of Y, and you're like, that's not X. And they're like, yes it is, you're playing Y, I'm playing X. And you're like, no, you're playing Y, I'm playing X.
I hate that.
Sounds like Sarah on the piano.
I think that's my iPad. Speaking of which, I should make sure I don't lose it. Oh, right next to me.
Put it up right after everything went down in the military. Must have been scary for all these people. First the outbreak,
Fedora collaborations.
then the wolves. Wonder how many stuck around and joined these left fuckers. Good question.
Where the fuck do we have so many emails from Donald J. Trump?
White, lazy, and fat.
Well, it does. It's sound like Trump. So he's more orange, isn't he?
Also, I don't think he's that lazy.
He works like 3 hours a day. I work more than that.
It takes a lot of work to campaign for president.
It takes a lot of work to hire other people to campaign for you.
You're always going to be involved.
He likes getting in front of people. That's for sure. I guess that's a kind of work.
He does a lot of attention.
You do.
I said he does.
And I said you do.
Okay. I don't know where I'm going anymore. I feel like I've gone all over the place.
Yeah, my steam has drained.
Your steam?
Yeah.
Oh, you're running out of steam?
Yeah.
You ready to go?
I am. This was one of those wake up at like 5 a.m. for no goddamn reason days.
How do we get through here?
At least
Thank God.
the first time that's ever happened, and we're glad for it.
Yeah, I think I woke up at like... I've been waking up at 4, like every morning.
Fuck, every morning.
And then I come down and work on my game, or this morning I worked on that song.
It is great to wake up like randomly and be like, I want to work. That is a great feeling. Up until this point, it's been like, I'm alive and I don't want to be.
Have I really never been here before?
Fucking probably. But like with this ROM hack, there's always something for me to be working on, and like I always want to be working on it.
Stuck. Hey, can you try getting off her?
I don't know. It's stuck.
It was on the curb, it was straddling it.
Hot.
He was trying to curbstone somebody, but that person is long gone.
Nice.
Now what are you gonna do?
Ooh, nice.
I can still kind of see the buildings. And where you wanna go? Let's see.
At the age of 80 with a belly full of wine and a woman's mouth around my cock?
That's a Game of Thrones reference.
Yeah.
I have heard that that's a thing that someone said. A court gesture or something was sentenced to be executed, and they asked his preferred form of execution, and he said old age.